If you're learning software engineering right now and you feel overwhelmed, yeah, that makes sense. Because it's not just learning how to code anymore. It feels like you have to learn everything. And you have to learn it fast. You have to keep up with AI. And somehow, you have to be job ready while you're still trying to figure out what variable is. So in this video, I'm just gonna talk about why software engineering right now is overwhelming. And more importantly, what to do about it. Because I think a lot of people quit software engineering not because they are not smart, but because their brains just overloaded. So first, let's talk about why it felt less overwhelming before AI. When I first learning how to code, there was no AI. There was no AI helping you do stuff in just 5 minutes. So my mindset back then was very simple. If I just plug in, learn the basics, graduate, I'll become a software engineer. It wasn't easy though, but yeah, it was clearer. And the information back then wasn't as instant as it is now. Before, you search for one thing, you watch a tutorial, you read the blog, watch one video, and that's it. Now, when you search for something, you'll get 10 videos, 20 opinions, 20 tutorials, 3 different roadmaps, and someone saying, this framework is dead, this technology is dead. You'll hear that every week. So back then, the progress were slower, but it also felt calmer because you weren't constantly comparing your progress to the entire internet. So now, why does it feel very overwhelming today? I think there are few reasons. Number one, it is tempting to build without knowing the fundamentals. AI is amazing, but it makes it so tempting to skip the fundamentals because you can just prompt, build me a full stack application about this and do this and that, and most of the time it gives you something real, and then you're gonna feel that you are moving, but deep down you don't understand what you just built, so you still end up feeling stuck. It's just in a different way because now your progress is fast but your confidence is slow. Number two is because of constant change. Software engineering changes a lot. New tools, new frameworks or technology, new best practices. So even if you feel you're doing okay, your brain still keeps asking, am I learning the right thing? The third one is, this is big because right now, social media is everywhere. You go on it and you see something saying, I learned coding in 3 months. I built an insane app. I get hired at 19. And you're like, seriously? Bro, I can't even center a div. So you start thinking that other people are making more progress than you. And even if they are, that information is not helping you. It's just making you more anxious. The fourth one, because this field is moving fast. Before, it felt like you could take your time. Now, the reality is, if you slow down, you'll be left behind. And you know what? In AI, it feels like the gap is getting bigger. The industry is sprinting while you are just there, trying to tie your shoes. So the fifth one is the information overload. And I think this might be the biggest one because there are too many paths. You can go on with front end, back end, mobile, data, AI, DevOps, cybersecurity, those kind of stuff. When you go on each of them, you're gonna see 50 tools, 100 tools. Now, you're not even overwhelmed by the coding part. You are now being overwhelmed by what to focus on. And then this question shows up. Will this even matter in the next years? Should I even learn this if AI will just do it? And I get it. The thought is heavy, but I'll talk about that in the AI part. So what do we do? So here are some of the few steps that I think actually helps. So this is not a motivational stuff. These are just the reality. These are just the, real things that you can do. So the first one is you need to pick one direction. So this is not forever, just for now. When you try to learn everything, you learn nothing. As the saying goes, if you keep on chasing 2 rabbits, you'll end up losing both. So you need to pick one. Is it front end, back end, or full stack? And you just need to stay there long enough to just, build the momentum. So number 2 is you need to focus on fundamentals. And yes, this even with the AI era, because I think it is important. Even with AI, fundamentals still matter. Fundamentals are what help you read code, debug problems, understand why things break, and not panic when AI gives you the wrong answer. And if you don't have fundamentals, you always feel dependent. And dependency feels stressful. So focus on basics like variables, loops, functions, data structures, at least those practical ones. How the web works, like request, response, Git basics. This is important because in the AI era, if you don't know how to use Git, you'll end up destroying your code base. So these are just fundamentals, nothing fancy, just enough to stand on your own feet. And the third one is to lock in for at least 6 months. This is the biggest mindset shift. You need to stop thinking in days. You need to stop thinking in weeks, in months. Tell yourself, for the next 6 months, I will show up and be consistent because software engineering rewards consistency. And if you keep switching every 2 weeks, everything will feel overwhelmed forever. So the number 4, you need to stop using social media, or at least pause it, because you might think following those tech influencers give you motivation, but most of the time it just gives you negative vibes. You'll realize how small you are, and you start comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. So if you already know what to do while watching this video, close this video, get straight to work, and just do it. That's a real flex. So the number 5 is take AI as a learning and not to skip things. You need to use it in the right way. So use AI to explain things in simple words, break down error messages, give you hint, not the full solutions, quiz you, and help you plan a project. Be mindful of using AI. And don't use it to avoid thinking. Because if you keep on copy-pasting things, you'll stay overwhelmed. You will have output, but no understanding. And that is scary. So, the goal is, AI should make you learn faster, not to make you skip learning. If software engineering feels overwhelming right now, it doesn't mean you're not meant for it. It just means the world is getting louder. AI got powerful, information got infinite, and everybody is showing their highlight story online. But you don't need to win the whole field. You just need to pick one direction, focus on fundamentals, lock in for long enough, and if you do that, the overwhelming feeling starts to get smaller. Not because the field slows down, but because you're just getting stronger.